Hello world, how's it going? How's it rolling? We're live, back at it again. I'm here with a new game tonight, since this is the weekend's typical deal. Happy news, Silent Hill 2 releases Wednesday, so I'm definitely going to be playing that Wednesday. So we'll be doing some Nier Monday, Silent Hill Wednesday, and then probably Nier afterwards on Friday. Today we have Raincode. This will be an interesting test to see if you guys enjoy it or not. We'll see though. It is a visual novel game. However, unlike most visual novel games, this one seems to be fully voice acted. So I'm pretty excited for that. We are a detective in the World Detective Organization, off to combat this very slummy place. We got our magical ghost friend, Shinigami, and we're tested to go pick up some of the WDO members because they are slackers. They be slack. This is super loud. I'm gonna lower this a little bit. That seems to be better. Is it still like super? It's not super loud. All right. Oh my gosh, there's just so many people. So many things to do.
Excuse me, but we've had a guest living underneath the piano for the past few days. Is that someone you know? It's like having a stray cat. It's not really a problem though, since we don't have any other guests. Under the piano?
Could you imagine?
Welcome to the Sun and Moon Hotel.
Oh, no.
Although you can't see the sun or moon from Kanai Ward anymore.
I heard there are agents from the Nocturnal Detective
Yep, there he
Agency
is.
staying here.
I'm sorry, but due to regulations, we cannot disclose lodging information about our guests.
Your friend just did
Well,
though.
then, may I leave a message instead?
In that case, please fill out the required sections of this documentation and present your identification.
Identification? Never mind. Maybe some other time.
No, we gotta do this sleazy, man. Alright, you. We picked up one member. One member of the band.
Oh, Yuma. Good morning.
Good morning? What are you doing
Good
here?
morning.
Huh?
I live here.
I'm reading a book.
He says it so snarkily.
The story I'm reading is about a boy building a sandcastle on a lake shore with a girl he just met.
Nice. I'm just reading a book. Why is there a stack of books? Has he been at this for some time?
Many days
He's
pass.
totally been at this for some
The
time.
sandcastle still isn't complete. For some reason, it disappears the day after it's made.
I have to shift some things around. I took the bike pedals out today and pedaled a little bit. I need to do more exercises, guys.
The protagonist believes there's a reason why that happens. He believes the girl has been secretly destroying sandcastles at night.
Wait, what? Many days pass and the sandcastle still isn't complete. For some reason it disappears the day after it's made. Interesting.
So he stays on lookout at night on the lake. And just as he thought, the girl appears. As expected, she destroys the sandcastle and returns home. The
Dang.
protagonist wonders why she'd do such a thing.
Man, why would she do
Yuma.
such a thing?
What do you believe her motive is?
Huh?
She likes the protagonist, of course. It's one of those relationships.
Maybe she
subsidiary.
likes the protagonist.
I see. If she continues to destroy the sandcastle, the protagonist will return to rebuild it.
Of course.
And they
That's
can
how it
stay
works.
together. As long as they continue to build the sandcastle. It's rather
It's a loop.
clumsy, but quite a laudable effort by the girl. She could just ask him to come again tomorrow instead. That solution is quite romantic. It's very like you to say that, Yuma.
So what's the real reason?
The real reason?
She's a killer. She's a murderer.
It doesn't say anything about that. You must imagine the girl's reasoning for yourself.
Interesting.
That's what stories are all about.
So this was made by the same people who did Danganronpa, and in the B3 there was something very similar to that, and I wonder if that is a strong hint
Just
to
as
that.
you brought up this question, the protagonist also tries to find the truth by chasing after the girl, but he loses sight of her in the darkness.
Oh no, that she's gone.
It's a singular path with no other way to go. Normally, it'd be impossible to lose sight of someone there. The moonlight shines over the lake at the end of the path. And there, at the lake, the protagonist notices something.
It's a ghost. It's been a
The
ghost all
sight
along.
of a girl facing away from him, disappearing into the lake.
Huh?
Protagonist recalls a story about a girl who drowned at the lake years ago. Almost like
Dang.
a long forgotten memory.
That took a
He
turn.
checks old newspapers and finds a picture of her. In the photo, she looks like she's smiling directly at him. Isn't it beautiful?
I think it's more horrifying than beautiful. The guy's just wasted his life with the ghost.
This guy probably has no friends.
Yeah, I would agree.
By the way, Vivia, Chief Yako asked for you at the office.
Oh,
Slacker.
is it that time already? Tell the chief I'll be there.
All right.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Just look at him. He has zero intention of getting up.
Oh, also, do you know where the others are?
Maybe the restaurant?
Oh
I should
no.
still be eating breakfast right now.
I bet you they're betting.
The restaurant. Got it. I'll check it out.
I want to die someday.
Oh. I'm still surprised he's underneath the piano. Like, out of all the places.
Over there, Master.
Alright, well, we got a few people over here. Is there anything to check? Oh, why is that lit?
Hey, rookie. What's up? You here for breakfast too?
Good morning, Yuma.
Good
So we're
morning.
just missing one then.
It's way past our meeting time.
Huh? Are we late? As if I would permit time to ever overtake me. My vision is quite sharp.
Clockford. I forgot that was her last name. She is a master of clocks, man.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but that's not an excuse for being late.
Oh, she's not making
Never.
excuses. This is just how she is. Listen, rookie. I bet you're here just because Chief told you to find us. But you've yet to realize one crucial fact. Think about it. Everyone besides you and the Chief are staying at this hotel. It'd be faster to bring the Chief over here, right?
Now that you mention it,
No.
yes.
Don't be convinced so easily.
Anyway, you should bring the Chief here.
Okay, here's the thing though, right? If it's faster to bring the chief there, alright, so be it. But we have to do it in secrecy. That's their whole deal.
And no way. For all we know, the peacekeepers could be around.
Exactly.
The meeting may even be about planning out operations, so it's better to have it at the office.
I agree with you.
Exactly.
What? You, of all people, are saying that now?
Oh, jeez, fine. Tell the Chief I'll be there after my post-meal soda.
I will also be there after breakfast. I have to chew well to promote good digestion, so this will take some time.
I love the fact that she's like the healthy girl.
Got it. By the way, is Halara here with you?
I doubt anyone in the world can hang out with that one.
I was going to offer an invitation to join us for breakfast, but the room was already empty.
Interesting.
I'm sure Halara's around somewhere. Probably hustling kids out of their money.
Looks like we have legwork to do. Let's search around some more.
Let us find this Halara. Actually, hold up. He's got a question mark. What does that do?
Hey,
Oh no! These aren't voice acted? A favor? What is
yeah.
it? There's a book I really want to read, but I haven't been able to find a copy. It's called The Crow and the Dove, Survival of the Fittest, and World Salvation. That's one heck of a
Right.
title. It's the tragic story of a crow battling a dove in order to justify its existence. In the end, the two turned the world into a wasteland.
Sure.
Doesn't that sound a bit dull? You think so? If you happen to find the book, I was hoping you'd bring it to me.
Because
As you can see, I'm pretty busy here. You sure don't look like it. Well, look around for it, if you're so inclined. I'll just take it easy and wait here.
Aw.
His blatant laziness is almost refreshing. Alright.
It's a detective's
Off we
responsibility
go.
to help those in need.
Alright, so we got quests.
Might
Interesting.
as well give it a go.
Detective points can be earned by solving them. Alright, so we get
Attention.
levels. Ooh, okay, so some quests cannot be completed through the chapter. Okay.
Are you gonna remember?
Question is there affinities? I don't know about that yet. I'm betting there are affinities. That would be like the thing this game does for sure. Maybe bookstore? I'm guessing bookstore, possibly. Alright, that's not the bookstore. This is the bookstore. Hey kid, could you spare a sec? What's the matter? Some guy was trying to push this weird book on me. I told him no, but he was so pushy. I don't know if he was has a quota or what, but he was real persistent. I'm getting annoyed just thinking about it. It had a really long name too. Crow something something. Whoever reads that stuff. Could that be the book Vivia's looking for? Where did you run into that person? Huh? Well, if you take the street toward Jinma District and turn left at the bar, you'll find him. Better stay away though. He's really persistent. I see. Thank you for the advice. Dang, book hunting, man. I was about to say, man, Vivia pawned his own book off, but no, that's not the case. I really gotta say, I love this city. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Greatly enjoy it. Still not here? Ooh. Oh, that's the guy. That new book comes out today, doesn't it? I'll have to pick it up after work. Now that I think about it, the bookstore owner said he had the older edition too. Maybe I'll get both.
Speaking of which,
Oh, right. Vivia asked me to buy a book for him earlier. Maybe I should ask this guy about it. Seems like he might know a lot about
Excuse me?
books. Excuse me, I'm looking for an unusual book. Oh, you like books too? In that case, you should get yourself a Kamasaki District bookstore. They have books from all over the world there. It's anyone's guess how they get their hands on them. That sounds amazing. The store at the top of the stairs just up ahead. If you're looking for a book, that's the place to check. Interesting.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
so it looks like they're giving us stores. That's pretty nifty. Oh my god, there's multiple levels to this. Wow. Okay. I was not expecting. Bookstore. Man, what a lovely bookstore.
Yeah.
Wait. That B is backwards and that K is backwards. Everything is backwards. Wait, is that a Japanese translation thing? Or is that like, did they mirror the game? I'm starting to wonder now. Is this whole thing mirrored? You there, looking to buy something? I deliver too. Help me out here. Huh? I deal in all kinds of goods. Sales have been slow lately, so why not buy something? Uh-oh, how are you gonna get out of this one? Actually, I don't have much money. Just take a look. That don't cost a thing. Come on, just a one look. I got food, daily necessities, and loads of books. Books?
speaking of which,
Come to think of it, wasn't Vivia looking for a book?
Oh.
Looking for a book, eh? What's it called? What was the title again? Survival of the Fittest? The Crow in the Dove, survival of the fittest, world salvation?
Yeah.
Hey, I got that one in stock. Nice taste you got there. This one's a real cult classic.
Huh?
Really? Yeah, it's a good one, but not too popular. Been having trouble moving it. Gonna take one off my hands? Yes, please. I'd like to be delivered to the person sleeping under the piano at the hotel. Him? Under the piano at the hotel? Well, whatever. So I just gotta get the money from him.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, that means I fulfilled the request. Not yet, Master. You have to make sure the book reaches its destination. You're right. Let's go check with him. I really wish I could jump, though. I want to jump. There's something inside of me that just really wants to jump. It's a jumpless game, though. I just gotta be okay with that. Vintage car.
This is looking pretty good.
This car has a cool vintage thing going on. I wish I could take it for a spin. You can float, and you still want to drive? I'd rather try floating personally. You can float all you want, but after you die and become a ghost, there's a one-way street, though. I'll pass. Man, if you really do think about it, ghosts kind of suck. They can float, but that's all they can do. Oh my gosh. A drone umbrella? Can you imagine that's going to be our future someday? We're just going to have a drone that attaches things to it, and it's going to have an umbrella. And of course, we have to have the iPad on there as well. That's like a necessity at this point. Sun and moon. Hey there, Yuma. A shopkeeper just came by with a
You're
book.
amazing.
You're the one who sent him, right?
Well?
Thanks. Yes. Did you read it already? Yeah, it was wonderful.
That's nice.
What it means to be a crow. Flying through the air would be amazing.
Right.
I wonder if I could live free like a crow. To soar through the sky boundlessly.
No.
Just don't jump off a building or anything, okay? Right. I was considering it. It seems the book has had an impact on me.
That's nice.
Truly a wonderful read. Thank you, Yuma. Beautiful. Alright, onwards to find the girl. Man, quest pointers are such a blessing. Oh no.
Hey, did you hear about the clock tower case at Gima District? I heard it's the Nail Man again.
Nail
The
man.
culprit was already caught. There were a bunch of peacekeepers. It was a big deal.
No way! The Nail Man was caught? What did he look like?
Mailman?
I'm willing to bet the peacekeepers got the wrong dude.
Mentioned a case. A case already! The city is just as wonderful as the rumors say! It happened at the clock tower in a place called Ginma District! Let's go see!
But we have to find Halara first.
Denied! I can't wait a second longer!
This color works here too?
Yep, until this world ends!
Until the... Oh no. Come on, come on! We gotta go see the Nail Man!
Angieb17810 says hello everyone, waving hand.
Hey Angie, how's it going? How's it rolling? Hope you're having a good time. We're playing Master Detective Raincoat. If you're into weird, strange games, it's essentially the successor from the Danganronpa team. So lots of weird but very good mystery murder plots.
So this is Ginma District. We got here by just wandering around.
Wait, you didn't know where you were going?
It feels different from Kamasaki District.
Oh
It's still
no.
raining as usual, but the
It's
area
very,
looks high class and luxurious.
Yeah.
Not just the buildings, the people too.
Everyone looks totally rich. Crazy different from the poors we saw back there. You know, I hate poor people. All the poors have deranged personalities.
I think it depends on the person.
So where's the clock tower that incident happened at?
Like I said, we need to find Halara first.
Listen, Master.
No.
As your mentor, I'll teach you something important.
Slow.
Detectives prioritize investigations above all else, more than your parents or nature's call itself.
Alright, fine, I'll go.
I bet you that's where Alara is right
Guess
now.
I'll ask around first.
Alright. Probably wouldn't be into playing it, but watching on game, I'm glad. Yeah, it's not like, it's not overly graphic. That's the cool thing about these games. It's very much T rating. It's not mature or adults. And it's very much interesting murder mysteries that you're slowly uncovering, which is very fun. The bus can be used to travel to places.
I see.
I will say this one is very fan servicey and very much wild. The first mystery I did was absolutely crazy. It was an absolute blast.
Hey!
This Teruto Bozu looks miserable. Probably not much fun being hanged up by a neck, huh?
Hey!
Just cut it out. I don't want to get cursed. Oh my gosh, look at these little guys. I didn't even realize they're being hanged. Oh no.
Could that thing over there be the clock tower?
No doubt about it. Let's take a look, Master.
All the way over there. Let's go. Have anything good for dinner tonight, Angie?
I can smell the mystery coming out of it.
I had KFC. It was pretty good. I haven't had KFC for like years. It was a really nice change. Ooh, clock tower. Looks beautiful. Look at this creepy kid.
Hey!
There's a big clock tower nearby. That's where my friends and I usually play. But something happened and the peacekeepers ran us off. Ugh, I'm so bored.
Look at all those rubberneckers.
Rubberneckers. Oh no.
Hey, I heard the nail man got caught.
What? The serial killer?
Serial killer?
So, what's this nail man guy like? Is his face covered with nails?
He's not called nail man because he's covered in them, idiot. Didn't you hear about the nails all over the crime scenes?
Oh no.
Crime scenes?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Danganronpa is known for killing off the main cast one by one because that was their theming. I hope Alara wasn't like his victim. I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe she was.
So it was another locked room mystery, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm hearing lots of exciting phrases, one after another. I just might start drooling. Master, let's hurry.
She
and check
really
it
likes her
out.
mysteries, that is for certain. It's like treats for
It's
her.
already sealed
Definitely.
off with the peacekeepers.
I can't wait any longer.
Hey! Good morning.
Who are you?
So, okay, here's the other thing, right? The peacekeepers are like the police officers, but they are from the Amaterasu Corporation. So Amaterasu, as a corporation, essentially owns this town now, owns everything about it, and also runs its police. And it's pretty bad. And he says, so far, only ate once today. I had Subway, steak and cheese sub with mayo. That's really nice.
Did something happen here?
Kind of worrisome that you only ate once, but
Place is off limits to outsiders. Get lost.
Sorry.
Then again, if you got like a foot-long sub, those things last me for like all day.
Why are you so quick to back down? So pathetic.
I know, but take a look around. There's no way I can get any closer. Don't tell me to push my way through the peacekeepers. I don't want them setting their sights on me. Besides,
Never.
the murderer has already been caught. There's no point in me getting involved.
And you call yourself a detective? A detective will always crave more info about the crime. It's a locked room mystery. You should be crapping your pants with excitement right now.
No, I shouldn't.
Locked room mystery, man.
Even a proper detective.
Master, don't tell me you're worried about being a trainee.
It's
No.
more like I just don't get it. Why am I even trying to become a detective? I mean, will I ever regain my memories? Without them, I don't know how to feel about working at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Master, what's important isn't your past, it's your future.
I mean, you're the reason this happened to me in the first place, Shinigami.
Well,
I want to press my
if
trigger
you're
button so
fixated
badly.
on the past, why don't you follow in the footsteps of your past self?
What do you mean?
Aim to become a detective as a trainee. If you aim for the same destination, all paths will eventually lead to one place. Which means that one day, you should understand how your past self felt.
I get the feeling you're just saying that so I'll do what you want me to.
That's also very true.
How am I supposed to try to become a detective?
Through investigating cases, obviously. So, let's go about that clock tower.
I love all of her props. She
Future
is like
detective.
the perfect sidekick, honestly. The perfect, like, cartoony, old school sidekick that you find in a lot of games.
Yeah, you're just trying to make me do whatever you want. Fine. For now, I'll ask around.
Shadow One Mom says hello everyone, how's it going? Glitch cat, glitch cat.
Glitch cats. Hey, Shadow Mom, it's going pretty good. We're playing Murder Mystery Game. It's pretty fun right now. We're stumbling onto a case called the Door Nail. Wait, the Nail Door Man? The Door Nail Man? The Nail Man.
Maybe this case has something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
That's the spirit! Mysteriful!
Off we go. How are we gonna break in though? What's gonna happen? We were just tasking, like, gathering people, and now we're totally gonna break in.
Pardon me, but it seems like something happened at the clock tower. Do you know anything
Oh, we're gonna
about
question
it?
people.
Oh yeah, I saw the peacekeepers take away the culprit.
Huh? You saw who it was?
They apprehended a man wandering around the clock tower. He had a lot of weapons on him.
Oh,
Among them
that's
was a
definitely not
hammer.
him.
So he's the culprit for sure. After all, they say the nail man always carries a hammer and nails wherever he goes.
He was wandering around the clock tower while carrying a hammer.
That sure does sound suspicious.
It's very sussy. Alright. What about you? I'm tired of walking. Well, then, shall we take a break at the cafe?
on.
I'm tired of walking too. Let's have the afternoon tea at a cafe. But you're floating. I love the fact that I'm still getting experience for that. Also, that's really cool. Does it actually, like, stop and then wait? Hold up. I need to find out. I think it does. How weird. It's also very interesting, the pedestrians that they have going on here, like phasing in and out of existence. It just feels so full and lively.
There seems to have been some sort of incident at the clock tower. Do you know anything about it?
Oh my, really? Such troubled times we live in. It's that man again, right? I've heard there were numerous cases.
You mean the mailman?
That's the one! There was a commotion not too long ago. Where did it happen again? The museum or the art gallery? In any case, I'm glad he's been caught. I'd heard there were no clues at crime scenes because they all occurred in locked rooms with no way in or out.
Interesting.
Phew, I'm so relieved. By the way, who are you? You've got some nerve talking to me as if you know me.
Oh, sorry.
Such nerve. You know, okay, here's the thing, right? If it's all locked room cases, how is the culprit... Wait, it's culprit, right? Yeah, culprit getting in and out from them.
Excuse me. I heard that the criminal called the Nail Man was caught.
Really? That's big news. I better tell everyone.
So, who is this nail?
What? You don't know? I'm sure you've at least heard about it. He's the mysterious Nail Man, Kronai Ward's most famous urban legend.
Urban legend?
Ooh.
Sorry, I haven't heard of it.
Huh? You should count yourself lucky then. Have you ever felt the urge to kill someone while going through your day? The Nail Man can make that wish come true. All you need to do is write down the name of someone you wish dead. Someone you hate so much you could kill them.
Oh.
Then make a doll resembling that person, nail the name tag to it, and leave it at the forest behind the church. This summons the Nail Man, who will kill that person for you. Or so the legend goes. Whoever is killed by the Nail Man is pinned by countless nails.
How interesting.
Scary.
It's like a very interesting cryptid.
But that's just an urban legend.
It was until 6 months ago. For the past 6 months, corpses kept turning up covered in nails. People were in an uproar, talking about how the Nail Man is real. But now, he's been caught. What kind of person would want to copy the Nail Man? He must have a screw loose or something.
A killer from an urban legend. How creepy.
Look, Master.
Like this dinosaur right here.
Are standing on end.
But you don't have me here.
I
Good old
guess
hair.
that's all the info you can extract from these snooty people.
Still, I think I get the gist of it. These Nailman cases are based off an urban legend. They started 6 months ago. A similar case happened at the clock tower today, but a suspect was apprehended. That's about it. There's nothing else.
Yeah, definitely
we
not the
know.
guy.
What about those cases? They all happened in locked rooms, right? I haven't seen any locked room mysteries yet. Give it to me. I want to know.
I doubt we can see the scene of the crime. Let's just head back.
That was also something with Danganronpa, is that they were very sparingly using the locked room cases.
Let's check out the clock tower one last time.
Just one look, okay?
You're the best detective, the president of our company, no, of our nation.
Sidekick is best sidekick, honestly. Back to the scene of the crime. I'm excited though. This game is turning out to be very intriguing. Its pacing seems a little slow at the start, but oh boy, it gets going. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be something down here. We're probably gonna climb a fence. Honestly, it's probably what's gonna happen. Wait, what is
That's
this?
not where you should be going right now.
Oh, it's like a little robot dude. Interesting. So I'm seeing those dolls all around. I'm guessing those are the dolls that people nail.
Something's up.
Oh. Oh no.
me.
What the?
Are you okay? Can you stand up?
That's the guy they took, probably.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, wait! I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice.
Oh no.
What do I do?
You jumped in here without a plan?
I couldn't help it.
What were you thinking? You just doomed yourself.
You're under arrest by the peacekeepers. If you resist, enforcement measures will be taken against you. Listen, you have no right to remain silent. You have no right to a lawyer.
I do like the fact that they are very accurate in terms of like how they're portraying some of these groups of people.
Wait, please, listen to me.
Like, the peacekeepers are not great things. If you have a corporation run your city, it just goes downhill very
Put hands on your
fast.
head and get down. The other action will be seen as resistance.
Oh no.
A coin?
Oh. Well, we found her. How nice.
Alora!
She was gonna be at the scene of the crime. How about that?
Thank you, Lara.
A reckless sense of justice isn't even worth a single coin. This could have cost your life. Remember that.
Dun dun dun.
Right. Sorry.
That's some impressive athleticism. Unlike you, Master.
Oh, interesting. She has transparency issues.
Hey, are you okay?
Please, my dad needs help. Please, get my dad back from them. Please.
Huh?
Yeah, they definitely got the wrong
Get your
guy.
dad back? What do you mean?
My dad was arrested by peacekeepers for what happened at the clock tower. They say he's the culprit.
Wait, that's your dad?
But he was here to repair the clock tower. He has nothing to do with what happened.
So, your dad is innocent, but he's being framed as the nailman?
My dad would never murder anyone. He has no reason to. So please, please,
We
get
shall
my
do
dad
it.
back from them.
I do like his shirt.
So you want us to prove your father's innocence? Is that an assignment? Assignment? Yes. I figured you could do it since you took them down so easily. How much do you have ready? Huh? You mean money? I don't work for cheap. I will fulfill a job no matter what it takes. I have the mind and strength to make it possible. However, if you want my help, you will need to prove your resolve. I don't have any money. All I can offer is this. My dad and I play catch
baseball.
together all the time. It's my most prized possession.
Hey!
Out of the question.
Oh, Lara, wait! You're not going to accept his request?
Why should I? The only way to decipher someone's mind is to see how many chips they put on the table. If they cannot offer a fitting amount of money to prove their resolve, to me,
Interesting.
they might as well not even exist.
Big talk for someone who's all about the money. What kind of demon would try to take money from a little kid? I'm a deaf got though, so I sure ain't one to talk.
Oh, did he not offer enough? The ball itself may not be worth much, but the sentimental value it represents is priceless.
If you think so, then you should take on the job.
Huh?
Ooh.
Or perhaps
Trainee,
you're going to make
time to
this
prove
an event on
ourselves.
Malcolm's behalf. I don't work for cheap.
How much do you charge?
Preliminary estimates mark it at around 5 million yen.
Shin? Is that currency?
It's enough to purchase a luxury car.
A luxury car? That much?
By the
Someone's a
way,
little full of
even though
herself.
I'm amazing, I can't create human money out of thin air.
I'll be at the cafe nearby. Come see me once you've made up your mind. You will need my help eventually. Call on a detective named Polar Nightmare.
Mysterious.
So, what'll you do, Master?
Well,
Sneak in?
I have to do this myself.
What?
Sneaking
You sure you
in.
can handle it? Though, I don't care, as long as I can scope out locked room mysteries.
Hey, leave your dad to me. He'll be fine. I hope.
I hope.
He probably will be. Definitely, yeah.
Oh.
Wait, are you confident or not?
Thank you! Please save.
Looks like my master made up his mind. Now, let's take a peek at the crime scene. With the peacekeepers gone, now's our chance to strike.
Hey, wait. Before that,
Ooh. What's that? Portable device?
It's the Clock Tower murder report. This is
Oh.
a great find.
just as I thought.
Sweet.
The details of the case are on here.
Clock Tower murder case report. Crime scene. Clock Tower storage. 3rd floor. Victim female. Age 20s, 30s. Identity to be confirmed. Estimated time of death unknown. Time of discovery approximately 7
The
a.m.
body was found around 7 a.m. and it's a little past 8 a.m. right now.
Still
so
fresh.
It's only been an hour since the body was first found.
No wonder things are so hectic. The body may even still be there.
Another body.
Anyway, Master, there's more to that report, right?
Slide the page. First on scene, clergy member of several peacekeepers. There was a report of a suspicious person behind the church. The victim was discovered during the investigation. The murder is suspected being related to the Nailman killings.
Suspicious person behind the church? But the area behind the church is...
The forest?
All you need to do is write down the name of someone you wish dead. Someone you hate so much you could kill them. Then make a doll resembling that person, nail the name tag to it, and leave it at the forest behind the church. This summons the Nailman, who will kill that person for you. Or so the legend.
Alright, I dig it.
That's where the forest to summon the Nailman is located. They pursued someone they thought was the Nailman and found the body.
The door was locked from the inside at the scene of the crime. The only window was shattered and also locked from the inside. As there are no other entrances, it seems to be completely locked room. This matches the Nailman's modus operandi.
Go! Laughter, mystery time!
I don't know why you're so excited. Does the Nailman turn his crime scenes into locked rooms like this every...
A phantom who vanishes like smoke in a room with no way in or out. Just the...
Suspect apprehended as suspicious individual near the clock tower. Suspect was found with multiple hammers believed to have been used in the crime. Name Jai Kolen, age 48. Occupation unknown. Ooh. The suspect claims he was repairing the clock. No witnesses or alibis. The Peacekeeper's current investigation suspects him to be the Nailman. Communicate only the information found in this report to the media. I feel like that is media abuse.
Captured some dude and assumed he's the Nailman. You gotta search the crime scene yourself to find the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not the Nailman.
Right.
You finally getting into it? Took you long enough to warm up. Now let's go. The scene of the crime is the storage room on the 3rd floor of the clock tower.
Yeah, let's hurry. Before the Peacekeepers wake, you should go hide someplace safe. I'll be right.
Off we go.
Clock tower we go.
Man, is there going to be additional Peacekeepers in here, though? That's the main question. Oh. I love their post-processing, especially with, like, the shadow work. It just looks so nice.
Come on, let's go. Go, go, go.
What's waiting for us?
Yep. Use the stairs so you don't get fat.
Oh, here we go. Ooh, dark and mysterious. Oh, that's only the 2nd floor. Oh gosh, this place is huge.
I see a suspicious door.
Oh, and there's a ladder?
The storage room is on the 3rd floor of the clock tower, right? Huh? The crime happened in the storage room on the 3rd floor of the clock tower, so it should be right behind this door.
There may be a corpse still in there.
You've already seen plenty of corpses on the Amaterasu Express. Now hurry it up!
So, kind of what I was mentioning, the game is not afraid to kill the main character, and I'm pretty sure we're probably not going to stick as him the entire game. They've done it before. But essentially, the Amaterasu Express, they introduced a ton of characters for the main cast and then murdered them all.
I want to see anymore. To be honest, until I opened that door, none of it felt very real to me. I'd been treating the case as if it was something that happened to someone else long ago. But the moment I opened the door, All of my delusions vanished in an instant.
Ooh. Interesting. They're very artsy with their deaths, so it's not like graphic or anything like that. Well, okay, yes, it is a little graphic, but not really graphic.
It's not some mannequin, is it? This
Oh.
blood is real?
Interesting, a neck.
Why?
Jeez, it's just some freakish, gruesome murder scene. Get it together. As your mentor, let me just say that you'll come across this stuff all the time as a detective. So don't be scared. Investigate. Hurry, before the peacekeepers come back.
Shinigami, you don't feel anything after seeing this body?
You're asking me how I feel about death? Well, let me tell ya, this is totally ordinary.
This ordinary? It's absolutely abnormal.
It's
A little
normal
bit.
for it to be abnormal. You're dealing with a murder case in a city like this. You can either accept it or go insane. Blood is just a liquid, a body is just an object. Got it? Now take a look around before someone gets in your way. Chop chop.
Blood is just a liquid, man. I want to know what's up with those dolls. Is that counting how many?
Right. I should hurry before the peacekeepers return.
Yep. Now let's start the investigation.
Have they all happened in this clock tower? Is another question.
Oh, also, any clues you find during your search will be recorded by yours truly. It will all materialize once you get to the mystery labyrinth later.
I don't want to go back there anymore. Someone will die once the mystery is solved.
You are so naive, having sympathy for the criminal you're catching. Blood place is suspicious.
Investigate an investigation marker to gather information. Let's do it. Investigation time. I gotta say, out of Danganronpa, this feels so much nicer
Guess
to
I'll
play.
have to search the body, huh?
The moment we've all been waiting for. You're lucky you got here before they took it away, aren't ya?
I can't stomach calling myself lucky when I think about the victim.
So here's a question, right? They would have to lock the door for it to be a locked room. So you can't just like open the door and leave because that's not a locked room.
This is definitely a real corpse and not a doll. I don't know who this woman is. The Peacekeeper report didn't include any details. But no matter who she is, she didn't deserve this.
Cut the chatter, Master! Hurry!
This is terrible. The body is covered in nails pinning her to the floor. What's this? There's a mark on the neck.
What's the mark on the neck?
Looks like a rope
Oh.
burn. The vertical scratch
Interesting.
marks were made by the victim as she struggled. A victim usually ends up with marks like this when they thrash around while getting strangled by a rope. It's fairly typical when it comes
So
to
she was
strangulation
hung.
victims. Seen it a bunch of times.
So she was killed by strangulation? The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death.
I wonder why. It should have been easy to figure out. They didn't investigate at all. We got the chance to see a corpse up close, and they blew it.
In any case, finding out the cause of death is huge.
What's with these dolls? I don't
There
know
are
the doll's story.
nailed all over the walls and floor. What a ghastly sight. All the dolls here look antique. They're looking at me as if they're full of hate.
It would have taken a ton of time to do all this by hand. Why would the culprit go to the trouble to do this?
Maybe it's to link it back to the urban legend about the nail man.
All you need to do is write down the name of someone you wish dead. Someone you hate so much you could kill them. Then make a doll resembling that person, nail the name tag to it, and leave it at the forest behind the church. This summons the
That would do
nail
it.
man, who will kill that person for you. Or so the legend
Interesting.
goes. Whoever is killed by the nail man is pinned by countless nails.
But why would the culprit go through so much trouble to imitate an urban legend?
Or maybe it's the real nail man. Now I'm scared. I occult and horror stuff.
I like how much like animation goes into her, honestly. That's adorable. A
This
window.
part seems important.
So this is the only window. They've installed shutters instead of glass. The shutters look new despite the building's old age. Must have been added. The window's big enough for someone to fit through.
Note, the door was locked from the inside of the scene of the crime. The only window was shuttered and also locked from the inside. As there are no other entrances, it seems to be a completely locked room. This matches the Nailman's modus operandi.
According to the Peacekeeper report,
There's gotta
the
be a
shutters
secret
were
door.
already closed at the time of discovery, so they've been left alone like this.
Or because they're newer, they were
Hey,
set
how
on a
about you
timer.
Try opening them.
It won't open. It's locked. Were the shutters locked when the body was discovered?
How do we open them? Maybe there's a secret password or something.
No, I don't think it's a password. Hey, there's a latch on the left side. I think I can move it.
Oh.
Right, it opened. The latch was pretty light. It can be easily adjusted. It's rather high up. It's above the 3rd floor on most buildings. It's impossible to jump off from here. Even if you tried climbing down, there's nothing to hold on to out there. You can see the big clock above, but there's nothing really suspicious here.
So definitely can't use the window.
It'd be difficult for the culprit to get in and out from here.
Especially being unseen.
What's that? Oh? It's locked again.
Okay, never mind. He definitely used the window.
Master, why are you still playing with the shutters? You want to be friends with them?
No, that's not it. Now it won't go down. I get it. This shutter stops once it goes all the way, but when set halfway, it's designed to fall down with its own weight. And if it goes all the way down, it automatically locks.
I don't get
But
it.
how do they climb the
You're really
building?
fixated on these shutters. I'll make them a solution key for you, just in case you open a shutter shop one of these days.
There's something under the window.
What's that? Did you find something interesting?
Oh. Hold on.
The bottom of the window is wet.
Maybe some rain got in when you opened the window earlier.
No, the parts starting to dry are leaving stains. This didn't get wet just now.
Then maybe it's the tears from the nailed dolls. No more horror stuff.
More dolls? Here too? These two are lined up and nailed together. Huh? What's this? A yellow thread is attached to the nail in the doll. On a closer look, it seems the thread left marks on the nail.
This is suspicious.
Maybe
You
it is
should
that
remember
guy.
this.
Alright, we got that, we got that. What about over here? Anything?
I see.
Wooden box.
What's up?
You know,
Alright, nothing on the box. What about the door?
this is the only door in the room. The lock is broken. They say the door was locked from the inside when the body was discovered. That must mean the Peacekeepers broke the lock to get in, so the inner lock is the type where you turn a latch. I don't see any evidence. There's a keyhole on the outside of the door, but it's filled up and rusted. This didn't happen recently. It may have been like this way before the incident.
Hey, why is the keyhole plugged?
They might have figured it was unnecessary. The inner lock is probably left over from when the room needed both locks.
Either way, it doesn't seem like we can open it with a duplicate key or anything.
There's no gap when the door is closed. It'd be hard to tamper with it. The only way to unlock this door is to turn the latch from inside.
Alright, so definitely window. 100% has to be the window.
That should be enough.
And that's a wrap.
Alright.
That should do it for the investigation for now.
Yeah, I get it. Without a doubt, this murder crime scene is a locked room mystery. It's an impossible crime. The door was locked from the inside, and the only window had shutters that were also locked. It's a locked room mystery.
What are you doing?
I'm taking in this luscious locked room atmosphere.
Anyway, let's leave before the peacekeepers come. They just...
Huh? Oh, right.
Finished. Man, this feels like it's very not a lot compared to some of the others that we that I did beforehand.
What's this ladder over here?
Should we take a look?
Oh yeah, let's go. More investigation.
There doesn't seem to be anything
I think that kid said his dad was here to fix the clock.
Oh, so that's the clock. Was he about to head back home after fixing it? Or maybe he was just about to...
Probably doesn't matter either way. Nothing matters to me besides the luck.
Well, I'll think about it later.
We need it for the proof, though. Was the clock fixed? That's a very important question.
Oh, it's you.
Over here!
Huh? What's the matter?
What's up? Find a body or something?
Oh no.
Over here!
Oh no.
Over here!
Are you keeping up, Master?
While you were checking the clock tower, I took a look around the building, and I found these.
Footprints?
He did climb.
Maybe these belong to the culprit.
What? The culprit?
I'm not sure. Let's check. There are a set of footprints on the wet ground, but it's only the heel portion. The only thing I can discern is that they weren't sneakers. They could be loafers, but the footprints
Loafers,
seem
man.
Strange. Oh? What's strange about them?
Look, the footprints are facing the wall. This looks like whoever made them was walking toward the wall.
You're saying the guy disappeared through the wall? We're dealing with a wall-facing man now? First the nail man, and now this! It's a phantom party!
And they end right under that window. Is this just a coincidence? Or does it have something to do with the murder?
What do you think? Are these the footprints of the real culprit?
So it sounds
to
like
be
the guy
honest,
is actually starting to be
not
like
much I
more
can say
viable
with
that
just this.
it was actually him.
At the very least, I hope I can prove the footprints aren't his father. Hey, what kind of shoes does your dad usually wear?
Huh? His shoes? He usually wears sneakers. He was wearing them today.
Does he
Okay,
ever
so
wear
it wasn't-
loafers?
Sometimes, but not
Oh
usually.
no.
It would be one thing if he didn't own a single pair of loafers, but I can't rule him out yet. Still, I wouldn't want to waste the kid's discovery of these
In that case, I'll remember it for you.
Footprints.
So, do you think you can find the real culprit?
Yeah, I think. Maybe.
I see.
Oh, but don't worry. I'll find a way.
Thank you.
They're gonna kill
I
the
know
father
he's
at
worried about his
noon.
dad. If he really is innocent, while I'm at it, maybe I should ask him more about his father. Did you notice anything different about your dad this morning?
My dad went out late last night to work on the clock, so I didn't see him this morning.
He was out since last night. So he stayed the night here?
That's his job.
His
Oh.
job is to repair clocks?
He doesn't just repair them, he also sells them. Watches and wall clocks, too.
Oh, so he's a watchmaker.
Wait, the peacekeeper report said his occupation was unknown.
Maybe it's more convenient for them if they intend to declare him as the culprit of the mailman murders.
Oh, he's getting framed as the culprit. They made up their minds and dropped the investigation.
Does your dad also manage this clock tower?
No, he only checks on that clock once a year. But yesterday, he got in. The clock wasn't keeping time, so he was called to repair it. My dad is usually happy to repair any clock, but he always grumbles about how much he hates the clock tower.
He hates it? Why?
Because he's afraid of heights. He's scared of even climbing up the clock tower. But he bites the bullet and does his work without looking outside.
So
Fear of heights.
that definitely can't be him then.
He's climbing the clock tower and refrains from looking outside, so it sounds serious.
Master, you're improving so much thanks to my training. You're even getting better at pretending to think.
I'm not pretending. I'm serious here. I hear no.
I hear talking. Maybe those guys
Oh
woke
no.
up.
Let's take a look.
Now the peacekeepers wake up, they'll be sure to pay you back for this.
Oh boy. I have a feeling the nail man came out with another victim. Amethyst. Ooh. There's a lock on it. Okay. That's intriguing. So the only way back here is through this grate. I was like, oh man, Halara, why did you bring peacekeepers? That's not Halara. We've definitely made a name for ourselves,
Everyone, please wake up. This is Amaterasu Peacekeepers, Investigation Team, Section Chief Seth Burrows.
Very serious. Seth Burrows.
You're late. Please wake up. This is Amaterasu Peacekeepers, Investigation Team, Section Chief Seth Burrows.
Oh man, that would be quite the job.
Everyone, listen closely. It appears there are fools in town who do not comprehend the majesty of the Peacekeepers.
We're just kind of out in the open.
Many of them have been eliminated already, but I've heard some outsiders have recently arrived. Go find witnesses and extract information to see who has interfered with us.
Oh no.
Capture anyone that even appears suspicious. They may still be nearby.
Well, we just put a name to ourselves, that's for sure.
Did you clean up the body at the crime scene? If not, then hurry along with that. The rain in this city makes bodies rot quickly. You better hurry or it will putrefy.
Off they go.
To speed this case along, we need to quickly deal with that nail man we arrested.
Oh, they are gonna kill him at noon.
We should even consider a public execution.
Oh no. Well, that just heightened things.
An execution? What do we do?
This Seth guy doesn't care about the truth. He just wants to wrap up this case as soon as this city, what they say becomes the truth.
Please! Please save my dad!
The only
Poor
way to save
kid.
your dad is to catch the real culprit. I can do it. Leave it to me.
Really?
Oh, are we gonna do dungeon time
But
now?
first, we have to leave this area before they find us.
I know a secret way out. You could pass through here to get back to a street in Ginma. You might stand out if you're with me. So I'll go a different direction.
Are you sure you'll be okay alone?
Yes. I play around here often. Please help my...
Yeah, just you wait. I'll bring some good news.
Off we go. How intriguing. Hey, Muzzle, it's going pretty good. Nice to see you, man.
A brat would save ya.
We're playing a detective murder game. So far we found the nail man. Well, we haven't found him, but we found the crime scene of the nail man. And boy, for a serial murderer, it was a very interesting crime scene. Lots of dolls, lots of nails. Common serial murderer.
You sure you want to be so quick to make promises?
I'm not very confident, but I can't ignore someone asking for help. If no one else
Big
is willing
sale,
to
man.
listen,
60%.
then it's up to me.
Wow, get a load of this big shot. Didn't expect that from you, Master. But how do you plan to find the real culprit? We can't investigate the clock tower with the peacekeepers around. By the way, you can't use the mystery labyrinth yet. Not enough clues. If you jump into the labyrinth now, you'll be lost forever. You need to gather more solution keys.
I don't ever want to go back there anyway.
Then, how do you intend on solving this?
There is one way.
You're gonna rely on that one, huh? Always depending on someone else. What was the spot again? Something about a cafe.
Time to go to cafe, man. Oh, the Golden Path Cafe. Can't get a better name than that.
You're gonna be out 5 million yen, right? Do you have that kind of money, Master? Or are you gonna go into debt?
Debt. Time to take on some debt. I'm also keeping an eye out because there's like those little statuettes that you can find as well.
Laura, please, help me.
If Master is vowing to show respect, I guess I'd better do the same. Please, for both our sakes!
Oh! Melted puddle.
30
Hydration.
minutes later than expected.
Have a seat.
So, do you have the cash?
I don't have any on me right now, but I will eventually.
Very well. I don't require you to have it immediately, but you will pay me 5,500,800 yen eventually.
Huh? But you
She's
said
definitely
it was
gonna be
5
murdered
million
for
before.
sure.
It's an additional fee for making me wait. And for the coffee. I told you I don't work for cheap.
Oh, come on.
So ruthless. A greedy little money demon. I think I'll call this one Hell Aura.
I won't force your hand. Whatever you decide is up to you. While you think it over, I'm going to order some cake.
Ordering some cake, man. Is there an issue with Twitch? It's refusing to let me play blurbs at all. That's weird. It shouldn't be an issue. Angie was able to redeem the hello. Testing out now. Yeah, I got Murloc to work just fine.
Wait, do I have to pay for that too?
Of course.
Yes.
I'll add it to the bill.
All right, I'll pay you all 5.5 million and 800
And
yen. got
800
it?
Shan.
Please don't have the cake.
It's a deal. You made a wise choice. I have no obligation to help others, but I work sincerely according to the payment I receive. That is my pride as a detective. I will be your eyes and limbs, and help solve this crime with everything I have. However,
All right.
know this. You must be the one to complete the boy's assignment.
Me?
You are the one who was asked to solve this case. All I will do is provide support. You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have taken a job, in other words, as of now, I have taken up a position as your assistant.
Really, Halara? You'll be my assistant?
Of course.
She has
Pull the lever, Grunk.
Just rest assured in the cards you have.
Why
That's
do we
very
even
true.
have that lever?
Also, she has needles as her earrings. That's very
Alright.
intriguing.
Thank you.
Master has no memory and no guts. And now he has funny either. Talk about a trip up the rat.
Oh, be quiet. So, what do we do now?
To confirm, our target is the true culprit of the Nailman killings.
The Peacekeepers have decided that the boy's father is the Nailman.
Look at that fluffy unicorn. He's so fluffy I'm gonna die. So fluffy.
So fluffy!
I refuse
I need to have like
accept
a
that
stuffed
outcome.
animal that I can just shake when that happens.
After we finish the investigation, we may find out the boy's father is actually the Nailman.
If that's what you conclude, then I'll believe you.
What a foolish line of reasoning. To believe in another is the shallowest concept one can uphold.
Ooh,
All
alright.
people lie. All people change their minds. As a detective, you must suspect all others, even me.
Yep, a detective must doubt everything.
Still, I will believe what you say, Laura. I trust my instincts.
Emotional damage! Where's the therapy button?
Where's the
Out of the
therapy
question.
button? Man, we
A
really need
detective
that
must
therapy
never
button right about
overlook
now.
a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling it's going to be the father. I don't know, it's just something about that. Just, it screams it's going to be the father.
You're free to think of me as you wish. However, the truth must be found with your own eyes. Otherwise,
Hydration.
there is no point in continuing as a detective.
Yes. Continuing as a detective. I still haven't found meaning in being a detective. What's Alara trying to make me I'm no good at this.
A naive guy like yourself might be incompatible with such a straight-laced detective like this one. Maybe someone totally unmotivated would be better. Like that guy sleeping under the piano.
Oh, yeah, by the way, there is a guy sleeping under a piano. That's one of our detectives in the group.
Vivian? I'm not sure if unmotivated is the right word.
Anyway, Master, I've been wondering, is this Halara person a man or a woman?
Now that you mention it, I have no idea.
If you're ready, we'll start the investigation. I won't allow time to be wasted.
Oh, right.
You missed your chance to ask. But then again, I also don't really care.
You finished investigating the clock tower, didn't you? Now we will investigate the past.
The past ones?
These
The
are
past
serial
ones.
killers, aren't they?
Oh, so you want to investigate the past murders as well?
And through investigating each one, we can conclude if the boy's father is really the culprit.
Oh, but we don't know where the other crimes took place.
I already know. There are at least 3 additional crime scenes. A secret
Interesting,
club
okay.
in Kamasaki district, a mansion in a high-end residential district, and an art gallery in Ginma district.
Huh? When did you find that out?
You think I did nothing while waiting at the cafe? I prepared by gathering intel in order to move the investigation along.
That's amazing.
With my logic, any. But before we head to past crime scenes, the Nailman urban legend requires more research. Let's visit the
Alright.
legend's main stage.
The main stage? Oh, you mean the church?
I've yet to pinpoint the church's location. We should ask someone to guide us there.
Then we should ask the chief. Oh, I totally forgot about him. He told me to gather everyone.
3, 4, 5 hours later.
Laura, let's go back to the office for now. We're already way past the meeting time.
Very well. We can ask the chief to take us to the church.
Alright. So, wait. We gotta go all the way back. What about this, though? Requesting a detective, eh? Oh man, there's just so much stuff to do. Oh, there's so many quests. Wow. Wait, unable to travel? Alright. How rude. We should get to use the bus as everybody else, man.
You better hurry!
Granted, okay, we weren't gonna be like the late ones at least. so many TVs, man.
Master, you gotta hurry!
I do like this whole get up though. It is very nice. Albeit a little confusing. I'm very excited to see what'll like transpire because they have quite the city to explore.
It's the peacekeepers.
Oh.
Stay hidden.
Oh boy.
Oh, right. Chief. And that peacekeeper from the clock tower.
Seth Burrows. A high-ranking peacekeeper. He's quite infamous for being sly and persistent.
Well, we sure got some heavy rain again, huh? Oh, the humidity makes my hair fuzzier than normal.
I don't care.
Huh? What did you say?
I don't care.
Literally, you have a guy hired specifically for a megaphone job. That has to be the absolute worst job in
More
history.
importantly, you sent your detectives to interfere with the Nailman case, didn't you? We have witnesses.
Nailman? Now that you mention it, there was a case like that before.
Oh, wait, no, I don't know anything.
Oh no.
This flower, it's beautiful, isn't it?
He's just gonna step on him.
Created by
100%.
Amaterasu Corp's research, this precious work of art is adapted to Kanai Ward's environment. But unfortunately, once picked, it can only maintain its beauty for 3 hours. When something beautiful withers, it fills me with an inexplicable sorrow. I feel so sad that... it makes me want to sink a ship.
Oh no.
I don't follow.
The Nailman affair will be handled by the peacekeepers. You and your team will withdraw immediately. Bring in the detectives you sent out. The peacekeepers will take custody of them.
Hold on. I don't know what detectives you're talking about, and I don't know where any of them are.
I'll wait until this flower withers. You have 3 hours. I'll not wait a second longer. If you fail to meet my demands, you will suffer the same fate as this flower.
Fine, I get it. But can't you give me more time?
No. Oh man. Absolute gang.
He's gone.
Chief Yako, are you alright?
Oh, Yuma. And Halara,
So
too.
we had a time limit before with the dad, and now we have even a shorter time limit now.
This is bad. Listen, the peacekeepers just came by.
I know. We were watching from over there.
Huh? You were watching? You could at least hold on. Are you two the detectives they were talking about?
I'm sorry. It's a long story, but...
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Why? What's going on?
It's exactly as the peacekeeper said. We are currently pursuing the Nailman case. We'd like to search around the church. I was about to ask you to take us there, but you seem...
Yeah, I'm real busy now, thanks to you two. You're gonna keep investigating? Not gonna help your chief out of a jam? Look,
no,
we've got
never.
3 hours before I'm taken away. If that happens, the last detective agency in town is done for.
Would you rather hand us over to the peacekeepers?
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the chief. I'd rather turn myself in than ever sell anyone out. Though, I wouldn't want to do that either, if I'm being honest. Never mind, forget what I just said.
Man, he does not know when to stop.
What should we do, Halara?
There's only one person who'll be taken into custody. It's not the chief, not us. It's the Nailman. You will find the real culprit and turn the murderer over to the peacekeepers as originally planned. With enough evidence, they will have no room to reject the truth.
But we only have 3 hours.
3 hours is more than enough. I will give my utmost effort as your assistant. With my logic, anything is possible.
I don't really get it, but it seems best to leave it to you two. You said you wanted to go to the church? Let me mark it on the map. It's for the best that I don't tag along. If we're seen together,
Things will get even more sticky. I'll be right here, waiting for good news. I'm counting on you.
Yes, we're off.
3 hours.
Oh man.
You've got 3 hours to solve the case. Seriously, I'm counting on you. There's still so much I need to do.
Dun 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 dun. What was on the card? Interesting.
You can get to the church from Kamasaki district. Time is short.
Let's hurry!
I'm surprised they don't have like a real-time timer on board. I feel like that would be like their MO. Oh. Oh my gosh.
So the Nailman urban legend originated at this church.
If you're gonna have a cryptid be spawned from a place, it would definitely be one with like 50 to 60 eyeballs plastered all throughout it.
There aren't any ghosts here, are there? It's safe, right?
What's the matter, Halara?
I hate churches. I find them devoid of value.
Huh? Why is that?
Because prayer is obviously inferior to payment. Just look at the tragedies the city has seen. There is no God to save you. The lost lamb should look to detectives for help instead, don't you think?
I don't know about that. Depends on the
Forget it. For now, let's talk to the people around the church.
Will they even listen?
They can't say no if we say we're on assignment for the peacekeepers.
Is it okay to lie like that?
Whether it's okay or not is secondary. Our priority is to solve the case. In order to achieve that, deception is at times required. Now, let us educate those who are here that their true savior isn't beyond the rain clouds.
All right, time to go investigate. Oh my.
What is it you wanted to speak about?
I've already spoken to the peacekeepers a bunch of times. How many times do I gotta say it?
Hasn't the culprit already been arrested?
Well,
Oh, they set him up.
I have time to talk.
It's gotta be one of these guys.
How long are you going to stand around like some tombstone?
I'm willing to bet it's the girl with the ears.
Our time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
Oh, yeah. We have to question them, right?
It's your move. Play your
Do I really have to do this? I guess Halara seems intent on being the assistant.
In my opinion, it'd go much faster if Halara did this.
But I have to do it. No point in wait.
Time to question.
Time for an investigation.
You are...
What are you, blind? I'm a nun, obviously. You got some nerve. Calling me here out of nowhere. Do you know how busy I am with choir practice? I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
Sorry.
She's the type my master has trouble with.
I'll have you know, my dad is a higher up. At Amaterasu, I don't care if you're on a mission from the peacekeepers. If you piss me off, Papa will make you regret it.
Right. I'd just like to ask some questions. Do you know anything about this nail man?
You mean
Anything
the
at
guy
all?
nailing up dolls? Well, I have seen someone going into the forest late at night. Whenever I've gone into the forest afterward, I usually find dolls nailed to the trees. The dolls have names written in what looks like blood. It's creepy as hell, really. In other words, it's totally metal.
I see.
Very
By the
metal,
way,
man.
what happened to your right hand? Did you get hurt?
Hey, don't stare. It's nothing. I went a little overboard while practicing an instrument.
Instrument?
I'm working on this new thing I call death metal choir. I was messing around on the bass and, well, you know.
Is that your dominant hand?
What kind of question is that? You want to die or something?
It is her dominant hand.
I see.
Interesting.
Are you the priest of this church?
That's right. My family has served this church for many generations. Though I only became a man of the cloth in recent years, the blood of martyrs spanning centuries dwells with. Thus, my existence is but a piece of the eternal.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
She definitely did have a wrong lever moment there.
That
oh my goodness.
Is my mission, as the divine has guided me to do.
I don't get why, but he sure seems proud to be a
Do you know about the nail man?
Of course. I have no idea. Perhaps it was even started by a wish made by those seeking salvation, which created the fantasy of nail men.
Salvation? The people of this city must be crazy if they look to the nail man for salvation.
Hey, that actually sounds kind of cool. I know how they feel.
I wonder if the nail man is taking out the evildoers.
I want to tie you up and go to a world where it's just you and me, Master.
Isn't it basically already like that?
Is there anything around here? Oh, there is. Emerald. Ooh. It's interesting if there's different like colors. Anything around this side? No. Much sads. Oh, I thought that was a gravestone for a second there. I was like, oh no! Alright, you good sir.
Excuse me,
back
but
from the pack.
You are... Do you even have to ask? You know who I am. Huh? No, I think today is the... What? You're investigating the nail man, and you don't know who I... What's that supposed...
This must be the clergy member on the report who was the first to find the body.
Yeah, that's right. I was the first on the scene.
He seems a little too happy, doesn't he?
Right, it was on the report. I'm impressed Halar was able to realize it so...
I've been attending every day since I was first baptized here as a child. But I don't work here, so it's not like I'm a clerk. I just love mystical places like this. There's an otherworldly feeling to it. I love researching this type of stuff, which is why I've been keeping an eye on Nailman activity.
So, you know a lot of...
That's an understatement. In fact, you could say I'm an expert in...
In that case, what do you think about the clock tower murder? Though it seems the suspect is already...
I think he was framed.
You do? Then who do you think the real killer is?
The real Nailman, obviously. The peacekeepers are making a big mistake. Listen, the Nailman is summoned through ritual and commits murder based on a sacrificial doll.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I get it. You probably want... In that case, look for a doll in the forest. You'll find a nailed doll with a name tag for the Dark Ceremony. Whoever's name is on it is the Nailman. Just follow someone in town with the same name. If you're lucky, you might have a run-in with the name. Unfortunately, I wasn't so lucky. I've missed him by just a hair 4 times.
I see. So you can guess the next victim based on...
I was so close at the clock. I found someone whose name matched a name tag and figured out she was heading to... I called the peacekeepers and entered the clock tower, but I was too late.
Thus is very true.
If only I'd acted sooner. I was so close to meeting the Nailman.
Guess he just wants to meet the Nailman and doesn't care about preventing the murders, so he's an occult enthusiast? Seems like a huge weirdo.
Very much weirdo. I don't like how they do the cheekbones. That to me just feels a little weird.
And you are...
I do the odd jobs, like cleaning around the church. I also care for the forest.
Do you know anything about the Nailman?
I often patrol the woods, but I'm usually... When morning comes around, there are dolls nailed to the trees. It's tough to clean all. I've never seen the Nailman himself, but I've seen people enter the forest plenty of times.
I feel like they're all kind of in on it at this point, because it just keeps happening, and you would try your best to stop if you do not want it to happen. I feel like to them, it's probably them keeping it around for like a deity of sorts.
Have you ever talked to them?
I have, but they typically run away. Some get surprised and leave their nails and doll behind. I chase after them to give them back their dolls, but I'm never fast enough.
That makes sense with a body like that.
I understand. Thank you for...
Interesting.
I've
Okay.
talked to everyone. Halara, is there any...
Only end your turn once you've secured a shot at victory.
Does that mean I should gather... What else should I ask about? There have been several Nailman cases in the past. Does anyone know anything?
You know a lot about these things, right?
Yeah, you can ask me anything about the Nailman, including all past cases. I was the first to find the body every time.
Every time.
Huh?
Oh no.
Every time?
There's no reason to look surprised. I already told you how I did it. I
They're
find
all
dolls
in
with
on
name
it, aren't
tags in
they?
the forest. Then I look for whoever is supposed to be the next victim. But every time I find a victim, they're already dead.
Being the first on scene each time sounds super suspicious.
You think I'm suspicious, don't you? The first person on the scene can always lie and say they discovered the body, but the thing is, I've never been alone when I've discovered a body. All of the crime scenes had no way in or out, so I'd open them with someone nearby, or by asking the peacekeepers.
So the body's discovery was never done alone. If that's true, then...
Master, why don't you ask for more details about past cases for now?
Can you tell me more about each case?
There have been 3 Nailman cases in the past 6 months, excluding the one at the clock tower. The first happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district. It's essentially a members-only casino. The victim owned the place. At the time, the Nailman was just a name you'd sometimes hear about in urban legends. But I had a personal interest in the Nailman, so I started researching him, and then it happened. I came across another murder while investigating a name tag I'd found in the forest. I knew then that it had to be the Nailman.
And that crime scene was also within a locked room?
Yeah. All of the Nailman crime scenes have common characteristics. There's always a corpse and doll coated in nails. And also, the murderer leaves no trace behind. Isn't that bizarre? See why I'm so interested in the Nailman?
I totally get...
Don't empathize with him.
The secret club was the first locked room mystery. As for the second, it was at a mansion in the residential area near Ginma district. About 3 months ago, the owner of the mansion was murdered in the building's study. The crime scene again took place in a locked room with a corpse and doll covered in nails. Considering all this, there's no doubt it was committed by then, I knew the legendary Nailman had descended upon The third locked room mystery occurred a month ago. A woman was killed in an art gallery storage in Ginma. It also featured a body and a doll covered in nails in a completely... And today, the fourth locked room mystery happened. That's every single Nailman case. I'm sure the Nailman will continue on. He will enact revenge for the people of Kanai Ward.
It feels like this guy has been recently popping up. Sporadically.
That reminds me, is there any information about the dolls? I know a few have been found at the crime scene.
You find that stuff in any doll shop.
Doll shop?
Huh? You haven't seen one? What are you, for?
Around here, all the craft shops have been selling fancy dolls for a long time. They were mostly souvenirs for tourists. But that industry is long gone now. Some places still sell them at steep discounts just to get rid of their stock. If you know where to look, you'll see mountains of illegally discarded dolls all over the place.
Illegally discarded dolls, man.
Clear given how easy they are to obtain. Has anyone noticed strange things happening near the church?
Wow, what a big question.
Oh, now that you...
What is it? Please,
Something strange was burning in the incinerator earlier.
What do you mean by...
Like... I thought it was a roll. But all I can say is it looks strange.
Can you try drawing what it... It does look like some sort of bizarre rope.
It's like a centipede with legs missing from one side.
Yeah, it's a rope ladder.
I was worried that it wasn't supposed to be burned. So I tried to take it out, but I was too late.
Listen, Blue, watch out! Hey, listen, Blue,
Ooh.
listen!
Check out the storage area. I'll definitely have to do that.
To see if anyone knew about it, but everyone claimed they hadn't thrown away anything like it. The incinerator is surrounded by a locked fence. Only clergy can access it.
So, no one here recognized it? I don't even work here in the first place. Only clergy can access
Definitely
the
has to be
incinerator,
one of these guys.
but no one claims to have thrown it away.
I don't know if this has anything to do with the case, but something's fishy.
A watchmaker was arrested earlier. He's suspected of being involved in the Nailman incident. Does anyone know anything about him?
A watchmaker? You mean G.A. Colin? I've asked him to fix the church clock several times. To think that he's the nail?
Well, it hasn't been proven that he's the culprit yet.
Oh, I see. But if it were him, no one would blame him.
What do you mean?
This city has completely changed. Everyone is seeking salvation. The Nailman
In some way, man.
Born out of our...
You mean the Nailman is what the people actually want?
Many would certainly deny it, but the nailed dolls continue to appear in our forest. If the Nailman acts as their agent, then they are also the Nailman. In a way, that's how I see it. What do you think?
It's true. The
How
Nailman could
intriguing.
be seen as a savior to some people. After all, he kills the people you want dead for you. I mean, the victim had it coming for doing something worth getting killed over, right?
Which one of these four?
I asked about everything I wanted to find out.
It's gotta be the cat lady,
Looks
the
like
nun.
time is almost up. Let's get going.
Was that okay?
Yes, it will suffice. Thank you for your cooperation. You should study their faces well. They may end up being accused of the murders. Huh? You need to remember every face so you can spot them, even if they flee through a crowd.
Wait! Do you mean the actual culprit is one of them?
Perhaps. There's not enough information yet to act on. We have no time to waste. Let's investigate the other crime scenes.
My
Best not
goodness.
to scramble what little gray matter rests in your head. So let's examine the crime scenes chronologically.
Okay. Well, the first murder occurred at...
It was the secret club, right? It was the secret club, then the art gallery, and then the mansion.
It's the secret club in the Kamasaki district.
Correct. Let's hurry.
Oh my gosh. The amount of like environments they made. I'm shocked. These guys went from like simple 2D created 3D worlds to full on 3D worlds, man. That's crazy.
Halara? The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now...
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to...
So, you have a plan then?
What? You're working with Halara Nightmare. What more could you... No. Let's be...
Huh?
I mean, we can still investigate the areas, right?
Confidence. Where's the secret club?
Right over here.
I smell a mystery.
Follow the markers.
I'm all hyped up.
Oh.
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
Something's very off.
Oh,
No
wait, you
doubt they
serious?
shirked their
Let me
obligation
laugh
to
even
clean
harder.
up. I suspect the peacekeepers are lazy to a fault.
Oh no. We're gonna see a very rotted body.
It's open. Let's go inside.
You really do gotta love Bender, man. He's the best. I'm very intrigued now. I'm betting each of them had their own murder.
The peacekeepers may be sloppy, but even they wouldn't leave the crime scene completely The body was probably found around here. The victim's name is Suguma Iho, an old man who owned this place. His reputation... This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even the cheating was rampant.
You sure know a lot about it. When did you...
I told you. I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cap. The real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in at the time of discovery. The door was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either, which is expected given that it's underground. There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry. Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
No windows. The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked
There's gotta be a lock though, because the clock tower had the window that auto
There's not much
locked.
more to investigate. We don't know what's...
I told you not to worry.
Conditions?
Don't tell me you've forgotten the mask detective.
Oh, your forte.
My forte is post-cognition. The power to see the past.
Oh.
However, it can only be used at murder scenes. To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered. Another way to describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to
So
understand.
we can prove if that guy is telling the truth or not.
It's like the perfect forte for a detective.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered. The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my post-cognition. What I see is when it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger. Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body... Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining.
That power sure is convenient. Explains all the confidence. It's similar
Very
to the
true.
mystery labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your... But now it's done in the real world. Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
But still, it's amazing.
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? Master, can I nibble on your heart to help cheer me up?
Of course not.
That's a little nibble. Let's see this guy.
Post-cognition. I wonder what it's like.
Well, do I have some good news for you?
What is it this time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu You know, when the other master detectives used their powers?
Oh,
This
yeah.
sensation. I felt it when Aphex used his power. Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears. Right. I can sense whenever I'm...
Yes, that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence?
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power. On
How
the
about
train,
that?
you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their...
Wait. Then that means I can also see the scene in the past with... That's amazing! Is...
Is something like
Something
that?
like that. Oh no.
There are conditions for it. You must kiss someone to share their ability.
What? Kiss Hilara?
I lied. Oh, did you blush? Did you really want to? You still don't know if Halara is a boy or a girl.
Oh, quit messing around and tell me how it works.
You need permission from the person sharing the ability first. Then, you must hold hands while the ability is active. That's it.
Okay, I can do that.
Let's do it. Let's see this crime scene.
Halara. Halara?
I need you to be quiet.
Sorry, but there's something I want to add.
Fast forward.
Coalescence. Hold hand.
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too.
My sources made no mention of such an ability.
Interesting.
In fact, you're just a
yeah, but I just... Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's...
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
Oh, it's not like that.
I despise you.
Oh.
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular. I despise all of humanity equally. I don't trust anyone,
right.
Except the dead.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
Wait, did she call her Halara? Halara!
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then.
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, that...
Let's see this crime scene.
Pull the lever, Grunk. Wrong lever!
Huh?
Why do we even have that lever?
Interesting. So everything was like all over the place.
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is post-cognition.
Mini dolls. Now the question was, strangulation part of the deal?
See it? So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own... Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you. But it's quite inconvenient to keep our hand... Very well. Go ahead and lead the investigation.
Me?
If you can see what I see, that would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant. This is quite the bizarre crime scene, but unusual crime scenes are expected when you work. Now, let's see what you're capable of.
Something else is all over the place. That's very true. It's a lot of nails. This glass.
Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
The vent.
That's... But...
Wait, how do we... Oh, R2. Okay. Interesting.
Look at that fluffy unicorn!
Oh!
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die! So fluffy!
I see a bot. The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely
He does have to burn.
There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem... There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene. It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless... There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Oh, There are marks on him, signs that he was strangled. The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
The most basic of basic observations.
That's thanks to everything I taught you in the clock tower. I'm such an
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why?
The vent. What's the key?
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing? You can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important... The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters.
This is interesting.
Probably pass through.
I think we're gonna have to deduct how everyone died and then how the culprit left. That's gonna be a very long dungeon.
I knew it.
Yeah.
They're nailed into the wall, seemingly at random, facing all directions. I can't find a pattern. There's nothing that can be connected to the culprit. Let's try checking someplace else. The dolls on the wall. It's very weird what they choose.
Did you notice the nail below the vent?
Below the vent?
How interesting. There's a line of nails.
Some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Maybe somebody climbed. Yeah, somebody definitely did climb through there. Alright, we gotta investigate this spot. Cognition.
Oh, there's a key in the glove.
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master. It's also a special key that can't be duped.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery.
I love the fact that the only one time that there's ever been like an actual real locker room mystery in these games, actually two, this is definitely not one of those times. But anytime there's been a possible chance throughout the previous games, they've always been like, no, it can't be. It cannot be left to mystery. It has to be, there has to be a solution there.
Yeah.
There's gotta be something with that casino jackpot right there. Maybe not that one, but the one that's like down. What about this guy? The dolls! All of the dolls!
I see. Yeah.
Interesting. I think that's it, except for the door. Oh, we can see who actually came here.
Well.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of XP for that.
What does that mean?
Free experience, let's go! You gotta love experience in these games. There is actually a skill tree as well with it. I mean, I feel like that definitely does have something to deal with the strangle.
Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or...
Wait a second. Hold on. If this is when the third party comes in, that door should be busted, shouldn't it? Interesting.
I think that's about it.
How bizarre.
That should do it. There isn't much. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see. I
suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginma District. I have an idea of where to go.
To the second. Alright though, it is 9:30 though. I think I will have to call it here for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for journeying with me with this.
Access through Ginma District. Let's hurry.
It's been a very fun time, and I can't wait to see where this mystery is going, though. Monday, we'll be back with more Nier for sure. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.